Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nick Proto. 7:30 here on our Tuesday, November 5th. It is Election Day. The polls officially opened here a half hour ago. They'll be open until 7 p.m. That's for any of our counties in both Georgia and South Carolina. Election leaders told us they need you to remember your ID. That is the most important piece to get you through this process. Now, if you get to the line, the front of the line, you don't have your ID, you will not be turned away. Election leaders say you'll get a provisional ballot. Other times you could get one or problems with your application, or if you're at the wrong precinct after 5 o'clock, this piece of paper allows you to pick your candidates. That's that provisional ballot. The next step is making sure it's counted. So if there's a problem with your voter information, board leaders have 3 days to confirm you registered in time. If you forget your ID today, you have 3 days to provide one to your local registrar's office. Richmond County told us if you show up at the wrong precinct after 5 o'clock, you'll vote on a provisional ballot there. That way, there's no risk of you getting to your assigned precinct late. The election directors for Aiken, Columbia, and Richmond County also encourage you to review a sample ballot online.
You just need to educate yourself, do a little homework, familiarize yourself with the ballot, and then go vote.
Go online and get a sample ballot because a lot of people don't realize that there are other things on the ballot other than president. There's Senate, there's Congress, there's school board, there's 4 questions that are on the ballot.
And all of that can be found on scvotes.gov. They can go on there, they can find their polling location, they can see the rules, and the laws for election day. So that's a great tool to use.
Now, there are a couple polling site changes for Richmond County. Travis Doss says if you're set to vote at the Building Worship Center, go to the Boys and Girls Club instead. And those who normally vote at Bella Terrace Presbyterian Church got moved back to the Henry Brigham Community Center. Overall, just know poll workers are ready today to take your questions. Now, you might have heard Dana Burden mention a useful tool. The state elections websites are the best way for you to find your assigned precinct for voting. That is the My Voter page for Georgia and scvotes.gov for South Carolina. Just search My Voter page in Google if you're on Georgia. You'll just put in some basic information, your name, your county, your date of birth to access all the information you need. This is also how you can access a sample ballot. I did it myself yesterday on the Georgia side. Very easy, lot of information right there. Augusta Transit is offering free rides all day today for any route. That's for those who need to cast their ballot and to get to their assigned precinct. Leaders say if you need a ride to the store or the doctor's office, that's free for you too. But as a reminder, people from the Blythe and McBean communities or those with a disability already had to make a reservation with Augusta Transit, so same-day reservations will not be accepted. You can call 706-821-1719 to find a route near you. Now, beside the presidential race, you heard Travis Doss mention other races. Here's what's on the ballot for some of our local counties. Several sheriff's races this year. In Burke County, you've got Sheriff Alfonso Williams, the incumbent, and write-in candidate Brad Capitosti. In Wilkes County, you've got Daryl Powers and Dietrich Jones. Aiken County, you've got Lucas Grant and Marty Sawyer. And McCormick County, you've got Chad Cox and Tim Kelly. Several seats are up for grabs in the Richmond County School Board. Shantae Boyd and Reginald Forrest are running in District 4. Monique Braswell, A.K. Hassan, and Christopher Mullins are candidates in District 5. Mary Jane Abbott and Oni Poe are listed in District 8. And Lee Blitch and Samantha Valentine for District 10. Aiken County has 2 sales taxes up for renewal this year. The first one is for public schools. That's the 1% sales tax. It helps the school district fund specific improvement projects. Campuses like Silver Bluff High School, North Augusta Middle School, and South Aiken High School are being considered for funding if you, the voter, says yes. If it doesn't pass, it won't be up for consideration until the next general election. The other one up for renewal is the capital project sales tax. That mainly helps fund infrastructure and other quality of life projects. Leaders say it pays for the county's needs while also keeping property taxes low. If this gets passed, it'll go into effect for 7 years and will start after the previous tax expires in 2026. Now, there are some other rules we want you to be aware of here. It's against the rules to wear a campaign hat or candidate shirt when you go to vote, and do not pull out your phone when you're in front of the voting equipment. Georgians who still have to work today, you can still vote. State law requires your employer to give you up to 2 hours to vote today. Now, your boss does get to set the time for you, and there's no obligation to pay you during that time. The law does not apply for employees who go to work at least 2 hours after the polls open or leave at least 2 hours before the polls close. Now, if you're still in line when the polls close at 7, that's okay. You just have to be in line at 7 o'clock, then you will be allowed to vote. Now, they say there's not much confidence in your absentee ballot making it on time if you mail it. That's according to Richmond County Board of Elections Director Travis Doss. He highly encourages anyone to bring it to your Board of Elections office before 7 p.m. so it's counted on time. If you need to review this information again, we have all of it up on our website, WRDW.com. Just search elections to see the latest stories. Richmond County deputies are searching for a missing teen. The sheriff's office says 16-year-old Isabella Ward was last seen on Haines Station Drive early Sunday morning. They believe she's wearing a white tank top with a pink leather backpack. If you see her, call the sheriff's office. A suspect has been arrested in connection to a teen's death. Authorities in Richmond County say a 15-year-old Devin Grissom was shot on Helsinki Drive last Wednesday and died at the hospital. Now, jail bookings show 19-year-old Ricky Holmes is in custody, charged with murder. The arrest warrant accuses Holmes of exchanging gunfire with Grissom. And a man is wanted for questioning here. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office shared these pictures of him with us. They say it's in connection to a man killed on Halloween. His name, the suspect here, is unknown. The Richmond County coroner, this is with that case, says 59-year-old Michael Whitfield of Augusta was found dead at Elliott Park last Thursday morning. An autopsy has been scheduled. And if you know who that man was that I just showed you the pictures of, deputies want for questioning, call the sheriff's office. That's it for the news side of things this morning. If you're heading out, you may have seen there was a little bit of rain out there in some spots this morning. So, Tim, as people are waiting by the polls, what do they need to know?
Well, that is the focal point. Some light showers. It's a bit foggy, too. It's a dreary morning here around the Augusta metro area. That seems to be trailing off. And then we look behind us, and there'll be probably some more showers that continue to entertain you from Allendale, Barnwell, Bamberg County, all the way up to Saluda County and into the Midlands of South Carolina for about the next hour. Here's where visibility sits right now, 3 to 5 here across east and west of the metro here of Augusta, 3 miles at Daniel Field and Augusta Regional, about 8 to 10 miles of visibility. But that's a lot of I-20, certainly a lot lower between Aiken County to Columbia. So this has really started to drop within the last hour across the metro. We've got raindrops still out there across I-20 and Riverwatch Parkway with this look by our studios. 68 overcast and wet. It's a little cooler west of town where we have lower 60s, and then we have temperatures that are as warm as 70 degrees out there in Allendale and Barnwell. Thankfully, it doesn't look like the impact for rain is going to stay with us for the entire day, at least today. But just keeping in mind, at least for the next hour or so, and then a few of our South Carolina counties, we're going to deal with some rainfall for the morning hours. Now, tomorrow evening and definitely Thursday, there's going to be a lot of rain around. In fact, maybe a couple of thunderstorms as well. So that's where we start looking at more of an elevated rain threat and more significant measurable rainfall. Measurable rainfall, that's a good thing. But we're looking at Friday, a slight chance of showers. We're going to hold looks like a pretty steady upper 70s pattern all the way out to Monday, Veterans Day, where we should see more sunshine in that 7-day stretch. So drive carefully, get out and vote. Have a great day, everybody.